Have you ever felt a quiet pull in your heart? Like something extraordinary is written for you, but you just can't explain it yet? Maybe you've been struggling, growing, changing, and somewhere deep down, you wonder if Allah is preparing you for something bigger. What if I told you that for some women, Allah has written not just sustenance, but billionaire-level rizq, not just wealth in numbers, but abundance in purpose, impact, and divine favor. And before this kind of rizq appears in your life, Allah gives subtle signs, clear spiritual markers that you are being positioned for greatness. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful signs that show a woman has been chosen for extraordinary provision. If you've experienced even one of these signs, don't ignore it. It's not a coincidence, it's a calling. Watch closely, because your journey toward billionaire rizq may have already begun. And Allah is guiding every step. Sign 1. She becomes detached from materialism, but deeply connected to purpose. One of the clearest signs that Allah has written billionaire-level rizq for a woman is a powerful internal shift. She begins to detach from materialism. This doesn't mean she no longer appreciates beauty or comfort. Instead, her heart no longer finds fulfillment in temporary things. Designer brands, status, or luxury alone no longer excite her the way they used to. She starts seeing wealth as a tool, not a goal. Rather than chasing riches just to show the world her success, she starts asking deeper questions. What impact can I make? Who can I help? How can I serve for the sake of Allah? This is when something amazing happens. Her intention transforms. She doesn't just dream of making money. She dreams of building orphanages, helping widows, starting ethical businesses, and giving with open hands. Her focus is no longer ego, it's legacy. This is Allah's way. When He wants to entrust a woman with great rizq, He first refines her heart. He removes attachment to dunya and plants a sense of mission. She begins to value meaning over materialism. And even if the money hasn't arrived yet, her mindset is already at the level where she can handle it with grace, gratitude, and generosity. She may find herself pulling away from shallow conversations and gravitating towards spiritual growth, personal discipline, and visionary goals. She starts treating time like a blessing and resources like a responsibility. That's not a coincidence, it's a sign. A woman who becomes connected to purpose over possessions is being prepared for a rizq so big it would drown her if she wasn't spiritually ready. This shift is rare, and if you're feeling it, know this: Allah is not just changing your thoughts. He is preparing your soul for something extraordinary. Sign 2. Doors begin to open where she least expects. Jobs, ideas, or people come like divine appointments. Another powerful sign that Allah has written billionaire rizq for a woman is the sudden and unexpected opening of doors in her life. These are not just random coincidences. They are divine appointments perfectly timed by Allah. She might be struggling financially or feeling uncertain about her path, and suddenly, an opportunity appears. A job offer she didn't apply for, a business idea that comes out of nowhere, or a stranger who speaks exactly the words she needed to hear. This is how Allah works. When He plans to elevate someone in rizq, He doesn't always follow the logic of the world. He creates ways that bypass human effort. A woman destined for massive provision may find herself meeting the right mentor, stumbling upon a rare skill, or being introduced to someone who connects her to a greater platform, all without her chasing it aggressively. These are moments when Allah is telling her, "You don't need to run after the world, just trust me." She also begins to notice barakah, blessing, in places that used to feel empty. A small investment yields big returns. A forgotten talent becomes her source of income. Even a hardship leads her directly to a life-changing breakthrough. These aren't just open doors. They are divine signs that her risk has been written in a special way. Sometimes these shifts happen quietly, almost unnoticed. But if she pays attention, she'll see a pattern. Things are moving in her favor without force. That's Allah aligning the universe for her success. When a woman is meant for billionaire rizq, the doors that open for her won't look ordinary. They will feel purposeful, perfectly timed, and too precise to be accidental. Because they're not. They are part of Allah's greater plan, unfolding just when she's ready. Sign 3. She starts making sincere, consistent dua, especially at tahajjud. One of the clearest spiritual signs that Allah has written immense rizq for a woman, especially billionaire-level rizq, is that her heart is pulled towards sincere and consistent dua. But this isn't just routine dua. It's deep, heartfelt, and often made in the quiet hours of the night. She begins to long for tahajjud, not because she was taught it's a good habit, but because something inside her is being drawn to it. During tahajjud, when the world sleeps and everything is silent, she finds herself whispering her dreams, her pains, and her hopes to Allah. Her du'as become real. She stops using fancy words and starts speaking from the soul. This is not a woman who begs for money alone. She begs for wisdom, clarity, impact, and barakah. She asks Allah to trust her with wealth that benefits others. This kind of dua opens spiritual gates that ordinary effort cannot. As this becomes part of her life, she begins to feel something shift. Her connection with Allah deepens. She starts to feel guided, protected, and supported in unseen ways. Her heart feels lighter, her goals become clearer, and her steps feel more certain, even if she doesn't yet have everything she desires. Tahajjud becomes her secret weapon. It's in those moments that she receives ideas, peace, and courage. And most importantly, she begins to believe that Allah has something big written for her. Not out of arrogance, but out of yaqeen, certainty in Allah's power. When Allah wants to give a woman extraordinary provision, He teaches her how to ask for it the right way, with sincerity, with persistence, and with the humility of the night prayer. If she finds herself waking up for dua again and again, it's no accident, it's a divine invitation to rise higher. Sign 4. She feels tested more, not less. Her trials purify her for what's coming. When Allah has written massive rizq for a woman, one of the strongest and most misunderstood signs is that her life suddenly becomes more difficult. She faces unexpected delays, painful losses, rejections, or financial struggles. From the outside, it may look like she's moving further away from success, but in reality, she's being prepared for it. These tests are not punishments, they are purifications. Allah is removing what doesn't serve her future. A business fails, it was a protection. A relationship ends, it was a redirection. Each hardship is shaping her into someone stronger, wiser, and more disciplined. Allah knows that when someone is chosen for great provision, their heart, character, and resilience must be refined first. She starts to notice that her pain isn't pointless. It matures her. It pushes her to learn skills, build patience, and trust Allah more than ever before. Through every setback, she gains something far more valuable than money. She gains sabr, vision, and strength. These are qualities that no amount of wealth can buy, but are absolutely necessary to handle wealth with gratitude and humility. Often, she's alone in this journey. People may not understand why things keep falling apart, but deep down, she begins to realize Allah is clearing her path, not closing it. It's easy to be hopeful when things are going well, but the women who are destined for extraordinary risk are tested in extraordinary ways, because the higher the purpose, the deeper the purification. If you're facing one challenge after another, despite your sincerity and efforts, know this: it's not a sign of delay, it's a sign of divine preparation. Allah isn't holding you back. He's building you into the kind of woman who can carry immense blessings without letting them break her soul. Sign 5. She gives from the little she has, and Allah multiplies it. One of the most beautiful and profound signs that Allah has written. Billionaire Rizq for a woman is her generosity, even when she has very little. While most people wait to have enough before they start giving, this woman gives from what little is already in her hands. It may be a small amount of money, time, knowledge, or even emotional support, but she gives it sincerely for the sake of Allah, without expecting anything in return. This selfless habit is not random. It is a reflection of her trust in Allah's promise that whatever you give, He will replace it with something better. Her giving becomes a silent conversation with her Creator, a declaration of faith that He is the true provider. She understands that the hand that gives is the one that receives most, because Allah multiplies generosity in ways no one can calculate. She doesn't give to impress. She gives to serve. Even in tough times, when she herself might be struggling, she still finds a way to ease someone else's burden. This act, though unseen by many, is witnessed by Allah, and that's enough for her. And then something amazing happens. Her provision begins to grow quietly. Unexpected income, opportunities, and help come her way. People start trusting her. Her reputation becomes one of integrity and compassion. That is barakah. This is how Allah elevates her. He tests her with little to see if she can handle more. And when she proves her sincerity through small acts of giving, He opens the gates of abundance in return. So if a woman gives even when she has little, know this: she's not losing anything. She's planting seeds of wealth that will return to her in ways far greater, because her risk is already written, and Allah is simply multiplying it in His perfect timing. If these signs resonated with you, remember, Allah never places a dream in your heart without preparing the path for it. Your risk is written, and your journey is sacred. Keep trusting, keep striving, and let your heart stay connected to your purpose. If you found this video meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe to Ineer Deen for more powerful Islamic reminders. May Allah bless you with pure intentions, abundant rizq, and a heart full of contentment. Comment below, Ya Allah, make me worthy of the rizq you've written for me.